back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you my Gillio A6 Appunto. I've been trying out more of a notebook style for my planner right now, but I do track a lot of my other things in a ring bound planner, but this is more focused on daily tasks and monthly, weekly tasks stuff, and everything else goes into another planner, which I don't really track that much often, so it's just sitting there. So I want to go through this really quick for you guys. So if you haven't been to my channel yet, welcome. I do a lot of beauty, fashion, lifestyle, such as these planner videos. So if you're interested of any of that or all of that, make sure to subscribe and let's get in. So this one is the Gillio A6 Appunto. This one is in the charcoal matte croc, I believe. So it's really nice and smooth and matte, which is really pretty. So I just have an Oliclip in the front. This is one that I've had for a while now. On the bottom I have some Studio Signet charms, and I'm not using these bookmarks right now, but they're there to look pretty, I guess, at the same time. I'll try to link everything down below so we can get right inside. So before I go through everything, I just want to talk about the notebook I am using. So a lot of people either use the Hobonichi or they use the Stalogy. So right now I'm using a Stalogy. As you can tell, the good thing about the Stalogy is that the 365 one is a little bit too big for me, and I just feel like it'll be pretty bulky. And luckily they have this slim size, which is I guess like half a year, I guess is what they call it. So it's half the size of a regular one, and this is the size. I've been loving the size right now, but I do want to try to explore B6, so I'm not really sure how I'll be what I'll be using when it gets to January, but right now I've been loving this size. I just want to try out to see if B6 would fit as well, and just kind of see the options right there. So that's just the first thing I want to talk about, about this book that I'm using, and then we can get into the planner. So right here, as I said earlier, I have the Studio Signet kind of just like looped around. I can actually just take it out right now. So it's just like this. This one is the A6 size, so I just have that. In my pockets over here, I used to put die cuts, but now I just have these sticky notes, trying to keep it more simple. These are from Daiso, I believe. You can also get these at the Post-it company. I have this washi card from Once More with Love, but I haven't used it yet, so it's just sticking here, waiting for me to fill it up. And then we have my journaling card. This is a this month journaling card. This one is from Poin-hun. Comes with a 5-pack, and I just haven't written in it yet, and I might even laminate it later when I figure out my monthly task. And then last but not least, on the top, I just have business cards in here. So in this slot, so there's one slot on this side, and there's one slot on this side. On this side, we just have some Poin-hun sticky notes. These are really popular. These are the blank sticky notes. I also have a code down below if you need, if you're looking to purchase and you need a code. And then when I purchased this planner from Andrea, she included this kind of like dolly that just fit in perfectly, so I just left that there because it just gives a nice feminine touch. I did make my own kind of like divider tabs that I was planning to use for maybe cash envelopes or anything important. I don't use it for cash envelopes right now. I just keep some random stuff in here. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with this yet, so I just have some Sesame stickers that are a freebie, I believe, and then I have some stamps, and I have some receipts in this one, and that's pretty much it. And then on the top, I just keep a pencil board. This is the Hobonichi one that I've got a while back. And then I also have these calendar cards that are from Let's Plan Love. I'll link that down below. It's also my shop and I've done these for a few years now, and they seem to be pretty popular, so I have those in here just in case I want to add it into my planner, which fits perfectly. And then on this side, I just have my favorite pen. Obviously, this is the Sarasa pen 0.5. If you watch my videos, you know I talk about this a lot. And on this side, I don't really have anything, so there's nothing in here. There's also a zip pocket here if you're looking to purchase an A6 Appunto. So without further ado, we can get inside to the contents of this planner. So in the beginning, I actually just used it the way I wanted to. I just put a bunch of notes in there. Along with weekly, I started off using it as kind of like a weekly overview instead of a daily one until I saw SM Plans video. Then I started to do more daily stuff, so I'll talk about that as I go. So the front page here, I just have some sticky notes. These ones are just from Post-it, and this one I believe is from Still Classics. And then sometimes if I have important things, I would just leave it in the front page, and this is usually something like maybe a grocery list or a list to buy stuff today or that day, or maybe places I need to go that day, so I can just open up and check it out right away. I just have in stack photo here, I have this Let's Plan, nope, this one is Peanuts Planner Co. Yearly, and I just cut it from, I believe this is a pocket version, yep. And then I just have my symbols for kind of like a bullet journal style, which I've always been doing. This is not really that, I don't actually do exactly like this, but close enough. So what I've been loving using is, first is to have an expense on one side, and these are the very important things, which usually are mainly gas and coffee for me. So every time I go get gas, or every time I refill my Starbucks card, so I kind of know how much I'm spending on that stuff. Then I will make my own monthly overview, which I have made for November. I did find some stickers from Daiso, and you can also purchase it from Midori. So I'm going to be using those instead, but in the beginning I didn't have any of that, so I had to make everything myself, which I think is pretty cute too. And I just filled it in with a different color, and I just added a little bit of washi, so it's like minimal planning with like hint of washi, which is pretty cute, and it's just really nice to look at. So that's the front. This is what I've been doing and I've been loving, so I've been doing this for the last 2 months. Then I have this month kind of like what I want to focus on. I have a note such as like things I want to do, so for Let's Plan Love, what I want to promote or make of, and then I just add little photos if I wanted to. Sometimes I have a pen test in here. And then I have things, school task, I have things that I wanted to buy on Black Friday, and it can also help with Boxing Day. So I started my weeks like this. So it's a weekly overview. For this side, it's just kind of like things I need to do, appointments, whatever I need. Every week I try to do it a different way to see how I like it. So this way I just did it like this. And then I would write week of, and list everything I want to do for the week. And then back then I was using, I believe, an A6 rings. So I would transfer whatever I need to do this week and kind of categorize it and split it into days. I don't know how to explain it. I don't have it anymore, so I can't explain it. But if you watch my last A6 rings video, that's kind of how I did it. I just I believe I did a little bit daily, so I just took all of this and kind of like split it with all the days so I can kind of get it more organized. But I needed this for like a brain dump style. And then, yeah, I think I tried it later on, so I'll show you that in a bit. Sometimes I put sticky notes in here. These are from Poinhan. I also have some tabs for like important things I may want to look through, so I don't have to search through all these pages, since I had a bunch of notes randomly. I tried doing order tracker, keeping track of my school stuff, and bucket lists that I might want to do this month, which I didn't even do a single one of these. And then video lists. So some things that I have in here are already in my planner, but I made a smaller version of it so then I can still kind of keep track just in case I don't have my other planner that I was keeping track with. Yeah, so I tried another different week style, and then I did the same thing. And I believe this week is when I divided everything in days. So I just took what I wrote for things I want to do for the week and just divided it. So this is what I meant by. So I tried it in here instead of in my rings to see how it would be like if I just had everything in here and all the notes and all the other things can be separated. Still trying to figure out how, like, I'm the type that wants everything in one planner, but I still want to use my rings, so I'm just trying to figure out my life, basically, is what I'm trying to do. So I've been struggling the last month trying to figure out what I want to use for 2019. So I have more notes in here, and then if there's things I want to keep, I just like tape it in here too, because I would keep all this stuff. So here's another one of those. So now we're in December, and I was watching SM Plan's video, and she was telling how she would do, she would just set up her planner as 1 day per page. I did that, but I did not do it for the whole year. I just did it for the month because I felt like I didn't want to commit yet, because you never know, I might change my mind at the end, and I don't want to waste paper. And if I don't use this planner next month, I can always save it for the next time I come back, and then I can just start from where I left off. Yeah. So I set this up the same. So this time I added a tab. This one is just from tabs that I've had from the Planner Society that I haven't used yet. So I did the same style as I did for November. So like that. So I have that. I did the same this month. I did the same expense section, and I had more notes that I had. And then I started listing every single day, and then I used some cute, let me just take this off. I used different highlighters to write the days down, and that's basically what I did. So I used sticky notes for things that I might not want to move around, so if I need to move this in a different page, I can always just rip it off. So yeah, so that's what I basically did. I did 1 day on 1 page. Sometimes I would write a lot, so it'd be filled. Some days it'd just be half. So that's why if I ever want to move to a bigger planner, I'm scared that I'm just gonna waste a lot of space. So I might even can do like 2 days on 1 page, which is good. So yeah. So that is that. So I'm just gonna go through them. Sometimes I would have, if I have nothing to write that day, see if I can, because usually I'm doing something, I would try to add stickers, I'd add pictures, and that's basically what I've been doing for this month. Even though it's only been half a month, I've actually been loving it. It's been really nice to be able to just write whatever I want to write and just keep track like that. So there's that. And then I just have it until the end of this month, which is going to be January next year. So I'm still figuring out if this is the way to go or if I want to change it up and try something maybe bigger. So I do already have a B6 that I've had for a while now, and I did set January up for that, but I believe the B6 doesn't have the half size, so I have to carry this big book around. So I'm gonna figure it out if I want to use this. So I might use this for January and see, and if I don't like it, I can always go back to this, which is really nice. And I think I still have a month in here, so that's not bad. So I just have some notes in here. I started January and this month, but that's all I did. And then I decided to see if I wanted to be 6, so I just have that here. And then in the back, I saved a bunch of pages for inbox. So I've been watching a lot of videos, and the people what they do is, instead of putting the notes in their daily area, which I've been doing, they kind of post it in the back, and they make kind of like action lists for that. So for every project I have its own page, and I kind of list out the steps of it, and I will just kind of like check it off as it goes. So that's basically what I've been doing, and that is basically it. I haven't used the back page this much. So I was thinking that I might need to transfer this back page into another planner and just focus on daily pages and maybe weekly and monthly stuff. So that, because if I finish this book, then I have to transfer everything in here to another book, which kind of would suck. especially when I'm using half instead of a full. So if I use a full, I might be able to do it like that, but I'll have to see. So that is it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and comment down below anything else to see, and if you have any suggestions or anything, please let me know down below. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!